Saturday Social is powered by EA Sports FIFA 23 with PlayStation.
Well, he'd be pleased to know this next section because a lot of Liverpool involved, former Liverpool player, of course. Huge Super Sunday live on Sky, the fixture that separates both of our guests. Tottenham against Liverpool, 4 o'clock tomorrow. So what we're going to do is a true or false themed Spurs and Liverpool section. Joe, explain the rules. Quite simple, these rules. Really.
Yeah, the rules are very simple. 2 paddles in front of you. One side says true, one side says false. I'm going to read out a statement. You'll then have 60 seconds to debate the reasoning behind your answer. Should we just crack straight on with it?
Yeah, we'll crack straight on. All of these are Tottenham and Liverpool statements.
Yes.
So first up, good statement this one. 2 top players, as we know, but true or false, Harry Kane will have a better Premier League legacy than Mo Salah. What are you saying? So quick with their paddles and they're disagreeing. We'll start with Paul. 60 seconds on the clock. Why false?
Harry Kane will probably end up as the top goal scorer of all time in the Premier League, but is Alan Shearer held in higher regard than Thierry Henry? No. People talk about Thierry Henry as being the better footballer to play in the Premier League. He has a bigger legacy globally, and I think Mo Salah's in that bracket. He's a global icon. Harry Kane is an English icon, so therefore Mo Salah's legacy will be bigger than Harry Kane's.
Flav, you are completely disagreeing with that. Why?
Yeah, Salah's played in better teams. If that was the question, he's played in better teams than Salah has. But Harry Kane, with greater limitations, has done more in the Premier League than Salah has.
Ability.
Yeah, no, he'll be the record goal scorer in the Premier League, which means his legacy is greater than Henry's and Salah's. It's ridiculous. This is about individual performance over a significant amount of time means that his legacy is greater.
Does he have to win a Premier League title?
No.
So he could come out titleless.
If he goes to Man City and wins the Premier League title and is given, how much does that add?
Harry Kane is like the best fish and chips you've ever had. Doesn't really stand out compared to the best steak you've ever had, does it? Like
Salah's steak and Harry's fish and chips.
Absolutely.
I like that. That's quite good.
All right. Okay, that was close. All right, next up, we have got true or false. Jurgen Klopp is a better manager than Antonio Conte.
Ooh.
Look,
He was
I can't just blindly back everything about Spurs. Look, Jurgen Klopp is...
You had him Champions League winners 2 minutes ago.
That's based in... There's some decent sort of grounding in that, right? But this is different. Klopp is the best manager in Europe, hands down. He's better than Pep Guardiola. He's done so much more with less than Pep has. And if he's better than Guardiola, he's better than Conte, so I can't argue.
Yeah, no disagreement on my part. Yeah, I agree with everything there. And look, Pep Guardiola's phenomenal. You know, the kind of trying to tier managers is tough because they're both right in the top tier. I think Conte is up there as well. I think, you know, in the elite managers on the global scene, I think Conte's absolutely there. But I think to Flav's point as well, being able to deliver success and trophies and all that kind of stuff, but actually the fun along the way. You know, we at no point really have Liverpool fans gone, oh, I really wish we'd play a little bit more exciting football or have bigger moments.
I'm giving you a compliment, now you're attacking Conte.
I'm trying. Look, I've got 4 more seconds to fill.
So you both agree just quickly, better than Conte, better than Pep as well for you? To Flav's point.
To Flav's point, I think we're doing more with less.
OK. All right, next up. True or false, Liverpool will finish higher in the Premier League this season than Tottenham. Now, for perspective, there's 10 points. Liverpool are 10 points behind Spurs, but do have a game in hand, and, of course, they play each other this weekend.
So it could be down to 4 by the time that's all...
Potentially.
Oh, yeah.
Fence it in a little bit. Yeah. Paul, why'd you say true? Go on.
Because it's Spurs, isn't it? You know, it's... No, I don't know. Look,
you don't sound that convinced, though.
No, because I was so... But let's go back to August. I was so bullish on this show about how good Liverpool were going to be, and we haven't been. So given that we've gone through these stumbles, there's never been a better chance for Tottenham to finish above Liverpool because we look at where we are. Flav informs we were 9th in the league. You know, that's clearly a thing. That's a long ways to claw back. However, we've clawed back more points on better teams than the teams above us.
Flav.
Well, I mean, there was a long periods of the Premier League where Liverpool didn't finish above Tottenham, so we're quite used to finishing above Liverpool. Yeah, 9 years you finished above us once.
Era. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, we're comfortable being above Liverpool, right? But we've not played well this season. We've not played remotely well, and we're 3rd in the league.
I think Liverpool have won the European Cup as many times as Spurs have actually been in it.
Yeah, but
to be fair,
but the question is whether you finish above us, and
it's fine.
the reality is there's a lot between us, and Conte gets results even if we don't play right.
Okay.
Oof. This next one is a really close one,
This is
in
a good
my
one,
opinion.
this.
All right.
This is a very
True
good
or
one.
false? Dejan Kulusevski has been a better signing than Luis Diaz.
There's a lot of comparisons about these two players
There
on
is.
social media.
Obviously
because
signed same window
Simon
as well.
Simon.
Very, very close number of games played between them. Let's have a look.
It's hard.
Oh, it's very close. Let's go to you first, then Flav.
It's super close. Fundamentally, I'm only saying this because I've seen Kulusevski play every minute he's played for Spurs. Luis Diaz I've seen a few times. I understand how good he is, how effective he's been. Kulusevski, though, has been an absolute revelation.
Revelation.
And has cost a fraction of what Diaz has cost. So I wouldn't swap Kulusevski for almost any other right forward in the league at the moment, based on what he's done for Spurs thus far and his relationship with Kane.
Is he on loan?
Yeah, it's
Right, so he's not even really playing for them.
no.
Well,
he's practically signed.
Just saying, he's really playing for the Juventus place there, isn't he? Like,
he cannot go back to
Diaz and Diaz.
Diaz, Diaz has been an absolute revelation. It's such a shame that he's picked up the injury till after the World Cup now, because he was taking the league by storm. And Kulusevski too, to be fair, I think he's been very, very exciting, but there's something about him to come and fill Sadio Mane's boots, who's been one of the best Premier League players in his time. Yeah, amazing.
Do you think he has filled Sadio Mane's boots? 'Cause a lot of people say, though, Mane leaving has been a reason why the form's been inconsistent.
I think people are falsely saying that we replaced Mane with Nunes when we replaced Mane with Diaz, just that we bought him at half a season.
Of course, as well, both players injured, sadly, as well. And the numbers are really tight between them. 16 goals and assists in 25 games for Kulusevski. 12. Yeah, 7 plus 5 is 12 in 21 for Diaz. So very tight. Kulusevski just edging it, but has played games more. Very good one, that one. Next up, another two players. True or false? What do you think about this one? Is Nunes is a better signing than Richarlison? 60 seconds on the clock. Paul, we'll go straight to you first because you were quite adamant with that one. So why did you say true?
I mean, you've seen Richarlison, right? You've seen him play football, or have you?
See how angry he makes your support. I've seen that.
Does he?
You're furious with him.
I don't know.
Because the Everton thing, Liverpool-Everton.
Yeah, well, furious is not the right word at all. Mildly irritated when I remember that he plays for you. No, he's just a player, isn't he? He's just a footballer. That's what he is. Darwin Núñez is an agent of chaos who takes the field and brings joy and madness with every step and kick of the ball. And Richarlison's just a footballer.
Well, I mean, we really don't know anything about what kind of success Darwin Núñez is going to have at Liverpool, but based on what I've seen so far, I've been relatively impressed. Loads of money though spent.
Yeah, high praise that, mate.
What would you want me to say? He's been all right. Yeah. Richarlison has been unlucky. He's been played out of position. He's played 2 games in the position he's supposed to be played in. He's had to fill in on the right-hand side, and now he's injured. So I'd say thus far, Núñez is better.
Out of position, playing for the team, trying to get in the Champions League. That's his problem.
We've got one more we can try and fit in here. True or false, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is a better stadium than Anfield?
Well, I'm going to just say yes, because it's really big and pretty and nice, isn't it? And there's not much praise that gets aimed at Spurs unless we fight for it, and people tend to like our stadium, so I'll just say yeah.
Looks like a toilet on Google Maps.
Doesn't look like
looks like a toilet on Google Maps.
Anfield has the heritage and the history, doesn't it? But Spurs is a better stadium.
I don't know. I'm just not as big a fan of the Phantom Menace as people in Tottenham are, you know what I mean? And Duel of the Fates and all that kind of stuff. Not as big, not big Star Wars prequel fans at Anfield. Yeah, and we have got loads of selections of pies, but they come from local sellers outside the ground, as opposed to being inside. Look, it's a more atmospheric, more historic, more famous
Anfield atmosphere. I've been there. It ain't that loud.
Oh right.
You don't think it's that loud at Anfield?
I mean, it is on a big European night, like every other.
It is when we play good teams.
I'm not saying Spurs is much better. It ain't. But
little dig there, little underhand one there.
There we go. I like that. A lot of them disagree. I found that very entertaining.